In this lesson, we'll be using the linear, angular, radial, diameter, and arc length dimensions. It's funny to say, but the one dimension I am the most excited about in this list is the diameter dimension. It's brand new for this 2013 release. I don't really have a great spot for it in this lesson, but I'll force it in there. But seriously, these dimensions aren't as common, but you'll still be needing them. The objective of this lesson is to finish dimensioning most of our model using as many different types of dimensions possible. Open the file you've been working on, or open the file called Chapter 6 and follow along. Make sure you're in Level 1 Floor Plan. Zoom in on this angled wall right here, and let's go to the Annotate tab. On the Dimension panel, you'll find the Linear button. Go ahead and pick it. What we need to do is scroll into this wall. What's going to happen is we're going to have a dimension that's coming straight out from here. Zoom in here, and once you see that black dot, go ahead and pick it right in the core center line. Come down here and pick the same black dot right here. Move your cursor in this direction and you'll see it's labeled at 25 feet. Hit escape a couple times. Let's move on to another type of dimension. That's the angular dimension. On the Dimension panel, click the Angular Dimension button. Click the outside face of brick here, click the outside face of brick here, and bring your dimension over into this angle. Not too hard. Hit escape a couple times. Now you have a 45-degree angle dimension. Moving right along, let's try our radial dimension. I know a good big radius over here. On the Dimension panel, go ahead and click the Radial button. Grab the outside of this wall. Notice Revit lets you just snap right to it. Go ahead and pick this outside face of brick and zoom out. You can now place this dimension anywhere inside of this radius. I'd pick a spot right about here. Hit escape a couple times. Okay, let's try another dimension. Let's go all the way down to this radius. And let's click the most exciting dimension on the palette, the diameter. Go ahead and pick the brick face of this wall. Now we have a diameter dimension in there. I told you I'd fit it in there somehow. Hit escape a couple times. The next dimension's kind of funky. Click on arc length. This is a 3-pick process. We have to pick the actual arc we want to dimension. Then we have to pick the 2 points that we're dimensioning to. So for example, we're going to do the center core of this wall. Now let's pick this wall. Now let's pick the center line of the window. And that's going to help us put this dimension in there. If you need practice, try it again. Go ahead and pick the center line of the wall. Pick the window. Pick the window. You can snap that dimension right down into place. Hit escape a couple times. Hold down the Control key and select these 2 dimensions. Click on Edit Type. Click Duplicate. This will be arc length 3/32 inch, 1/4 inch. Click OK. Let's scroll down to the Precision or the Units format and click this button. Uncheck Project Settings. Let's go to the nearest 1/4 inch. Click OK. Click OK. And these are now more accurate appearing. Hit escape a couple times and you're all set. Type ZA to zoom all. Click the Save button and we're all set. We're now in the perfect spot to really start getting more accurate. Being able to use this array of dimensioning is good to have in the passenger seat.